So
I've been listening to some interesting music lately. Interesting music, man. Interesting music. And I think, well, I think you'll feel. What I'd like to do, I've got this app. I think that it will work well for you. What do you use to stream your music?
Apple Music.
Apple Music?
Yeah.
I think you need to get away from that.
Get away from it?
Yes,
Is
and
it
go with
bad
your
for me?
homeboy. Yes, and go with your homeboy Bezos. We'll talk about that in a
we're
minute.
gonna get into him.
We'll get
I don't
into
know
it.
if I can support that guy anymore.
Yeah, oh,
He might need my support now more than ever though.
No,
Yeah,
with this you
he
can.
needs it. Okay.
With this you can. So what I'd like to do is I use Amazon Prime
Okay.
Music as my streaming service.
Okay.
And what I'd like to do is go through my last 10 albums that I listen to. Because I've been listening to some pretty good music.
All right.
So number one.
Oh, I listen to good music.
I think that you'll agree with some of it.
All right.
Not all of it. Not all. For sure not all of it.
Dave Matthews Band.
No, there's no Dave Matthews.
Okay.
All right. Calm down.
What, am I aggressive
So
right now?
accusatory, yes.
Oh, gosh.
So number one,
Okay.
Reliant K.
Okay, I agree with that. That's a good one.
Number two, PAX 217.
I love PAX. Dude, yeah, we've seen them a lot.
We have seen them a lot. Number three,
Okay, no good.
Blues Traveler. You don't remember him? Guy with
I
the
know the
fat guy with the
song,
harmonica. Yeah. Number three,
It's hard to see what it is.
Seeing in you.
Yeah, okay, good. Yeah.
And then the third one is Phil Collins and Philip Bailey.
Nope.
Easy Lover.
Nope.
It's a good one. Next is Weezer.
Okay.
How many is that?
I can get down with that.
1, 2, 3,
You listen to their new album?
5.
Don't they have a new
Not
album
yet.
out?
It's coming. The Black Album.
I think they were. Ooh.
Yes. But there are 2
Ooh.
singles already.
Ooh.
And one of those is number 6, Can't Knock the Hustle.
What's that?
That's the single off the Black Album.
Okay.
The number 7 is Talking Heads.
Okay.
Number 8 is Taking Back Sunday.
Okay.
Number 9 is Living Well's The Best Revenge.
Love it. Midtown.
Yes. And number 10 is Number One Gun. I was looking for
Numero
a specific...
uno.
Yes.
Guno.
Yes. But they didn't have the particular album I was looking for.
Okay.
But other than that...
So that's my issue with Amazon. Okay, so do you said you're listening to this because you have Amazon Prime.
Yes. Stream all this for
Is
free.
it Amazon Unlimited or Amazon
So we pay
Music?
our Prime subscription, which is $119 a month, and
A year.
They're not a year, not a sponsor.
But we sponsor. We talk about what's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So $119 a year, you get Amazon Prime, which your free shipping and all that good stuff, and you get your Prime rewards,
Right.
Prime Day, and whatever.
About $10 a month, right?
Right, and then you get streaming,
Okay.
and then you get video as well.
Yeah, the Amazon streaming service.
Yeah.
But you don't get. Isn't there like a very limited selection of music you get? Because I
No.
heard there's 2 different ones. Like if you're a Prime member, you can pay an extra fee to get the unlimited Amazon Music.
I've so far just about every Number One
Are you
Gun
sure?
is the only thing that I haven't found.
I'm gonna have to talk
And
to your
they're
wife
pretty
and make sure
obscure.
you sure that you
should.
guys aren't paying the
You know
extra
what?
unlimited?
You should text Lena and I, and we'll get into that. But
Okay.
I like it.
Because if that's the case, yes, you're right. I need to get away from Apple,
Right.
Because for the same price, I can get Prime and the streaming service all for the same price. So
Right.
I might as well do that.
Free shipping.
And I don't listen to a whole bunch of music now.
It's your boy Bezos.
Oh,
So
boy,
listen,
Bezos, yeah.
this is what I wanted to surprise you with. I
Ooh,
sent
surprise.
a DM on Facebook
Mm-hmm.
to
Oh no, because every time you start looking for something on your phone during
know,
the episode, man,
40
it's just
now.
delayed, man.
I know, right?
With your iPhone 3.
It's pay as you go, man.
Oh, it's Poser Mobile.
Poser Mobile, yeah. So I sent Reliant K a message today,
Shut up.
and I told them, I said, 12 to 15 years ago, Reliant K had a T-shirt
Uh huh.
with Marilyn Manson on it. It was a cartoon version, and he was chasing a girl.
Mm-hmm.
This is a long shot, I know, but do you know if you have any of those laying around?
Dude, what if Matt Thiessen sends you his shirt?
Listen, you know how many times I've checked this today?
Did you just send it today?
Yeah, today.
And has it been seen? Does it have the little
at 12:37.
He did get seen?
I don't know. How do you tell? There's
know,
a check mark there.
I don't know. I'm not sure how that goes. It's 2 old guys here that don't.
So
Who sends messages on Facebook Messenger? Really?
Well, I don't know.
I actually sent one earlier today.
I was trying to figure out what the best mode of communicating with
Communication
him.
with that
Yeah.
guys. I don't know, man.
So
That'd be pretty awesome if he. Remember remember we used to say for your graduation we were going to get like Reliant K or PAX
to come play.
Or
At
no,
the graduation?
Supertones. Supertones to come play at your graduation, dude. Yes,
that would have been pretty awesome.
That would have been pretty cool.
Graduation.
Like even if they were, what if we had got them to come back again after they already played their last show
and came back and then retired
and then came back again?
We saw their
last show twice. And what if they came back again for your graduation?
That would have been awesome.
Dude, we should have got them for your 40th. Where did we see them at? Their final show the first time?
The final show was at Biola.
The first final show. Dude, Biola. Oh, okay. Let's finish. Okay. I got to talk about Biola in a second.
Okay.
But so the first time we saw their final first show.
Yes.
Was at
Biola.
The
final first show.
The first time.
Right.
The final show the second time was at that church. Where were we at?
San
Clemente. A couple years ago?
San Clemente. Yeah.
It's good stuff, man.
It was good.
Okay. Can I bring up Biola real quick? Do you have anything else you want to say?
I don't have anything. Music. Check out Amazon Prime.
Okay, so I guess we're promoting Amazon Prime now.
Well, I mean,
because Bezos
don't support. Bezos needs
some help now. So okay, so hold on. So you mentioned Biola real quick.
Yep.
A little tangent here off to the side. So I found this new show. It's a reality show.
Yep.
So somewhat like like the old Hills and Laguna Beach episodes.
Yes.
So, but it's just like that. They follow a group of kids around, but they're at Biola University.
Now, you do know what Biola stands for, right?
No.
It's Baptist Institute of Los Angeles.
I did not know that.
Okay, so it's a Baptist school.
I knew that it was a Christian school.
Okay.
So they're following a group of like 8 kids at Biola.
Okay.
And just like their lives and weird stuff that happens.
Right.
I found this. So the reason I found it is because I watched The Bachelor. I'll admit it. I watch it.
Everybody's allowed one guilty pleasure.
And now I got 2 because of this. So, but like when there's The Bachelor and then all the girls come on, you kind of find out like which one's your favorite,
right.
who's the leader, at the first day. And there's this girl named Cassie. I was like, dude, she's pretty cool.
Okay.
So I looked her up and it turns out she was on another reality show, which happens to be this show.
Oh,
so she was on this show, this first reality show.
Okay.
And now she's on The Bachelor.
All right. So what's the show called?
Oh, it's called Young Once.
Young Once.
So they have it
find it
on YouTube.
So it's on the YouTubes.
Yes, it's on the YouTubes, and it's just it's so bad it's good.
You know who else is on the YouTubes?
Who's on the YouTubes?
Us.
We are. We are the YouTube now. So let's talk about that for a second. Okay.
All right.
So if you're listening to this, we're on YouTube because that's where this is being broadcast on.
So if you're listening to this, you're also watching this. Mm-hmm. So there's interactive video.
We do this a lot.
We do this a lot.
I noticed I did that the last time.
We're not really good with so
we're still getting used to the video portion, not just talking. But Young Once. Check it out. So first, go to Moderately Entertaining. Google YouTube. Go to YouTube.
Google YouTube.
Search the Moderately Entertaining podcast. Subscribe. Click the bell so you get notifications when we release new episodes every week.
All right.
And just listen. Tell a friend. What did we talk about before? Use your social currency to spread the word. And I feel bad saying that because I stole it from another podcast, Kevin Pereira. But I'm going to use it because it's great. We don't want your money.
We didn't steal it. We were inspired.
But it's the exact same. It's the exact same words. So, yeah, just tell somebody. And if you want to give us money, we'll take that too. But
good. Where can they give us money? Don't give out your P.O. box.
No, dude. I'm gonna go to
message. Put it in the comments that you want to give us some money. We'll find you.
We'll figure it out. But just tell us you told somebody.
Yeah.
Or share it.
Right.
Or it's just because we were on SoundCloud for a while, but we're trying to do this big pivot over to YouTube and video and stuff like that. Pivot. Just we're here now. We're over here, and we're on YouTube, and we need to spread the word and get it out and see if we can get that. Just get that going, right?
Yep.
So I say let's do it. YouTubes. And what are we? What are we?
Moderately Entertaining Podcast.
What are we? The best kept what on YouTube?
Secret. We're the best kept secret
on YouTube, guys. And I like being called the best kept secret on YouTube, but unfortunately that means we're a secret.
Right.
And I don't want to be the best kept secret anymore.
We want to be out there in the front.
I want to just be like, bam, they're not the best kept secret because everybody knows now.
Maybe that should be like our motto underneath the Moderately Entertaining. It should say the best kept secret.
The best kept secret on YouTube. And the second best kept secret is Young Once. Go check it out.
Young Once. So it's a good show, yeah?
It's a show
that we would have watched.
Somewhat entertaining, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So should we Should we get out of business for a little bit here?
Let's get down to the brass tacks.
Okay, so we got something big going on today. Let's just get into it, man.
So we've reached the point, I think, where we can't handle looking up stuff while we're on the podcast because it's clumsy. Like you've got this computer here,
this computer
and
in the
what's going on
way.
with this?
We're doing a lot of stuff now, guys. We're expanding. All right.
There's so many things that have to happen to make this possible in an evening.
This doesn't just happen, right, guys? And we want to do things like we did the tournament subs. We're going to try and do some more stuff. But to do that, we need a little help, right?
We needed a guy.
We needed an intern, a guy.
Somebody we could give college credits to.
College credit, dude. Yeah. Someone that we can.
Community service. We could sign off.
I could sign off something. You could turn it into somebody and you could say you work.
PO.
Yeah. So we're looking out for the community, right? Yeah. We're looking out for the people out there, and we want to help somebody. We want to help a youth in need. Okay. And I think that's what we're doing now. So, so let's just introduce him. We have a guy now.
Come on in.
You want to introduce him? This is going to be a little awkward. Yeah.
You know this guy a little more than I do.
I do.
Hello?
Riley, good to see you.
What's going on, guys?
This is Riley Hanks. Okay, this is going to be a little awkward here for a second. We're going to share a mic.
So Riley,
super stoked to be here, by the way, guys.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So Riley Hanks.
Yes, sir.
So are you related to Tom?
Could be. Like I said, could be maybe a best kept secret sort of thing that nobody really knows about.
Secrets there.
I would really like to meet Uncle Tom, dude. Why isn't he?
Well, you know, I used to run, right?
Yeah.
I'm Forrest Gump Part 2.
Oh, okay. I feel like you planned to say that.
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't. Okay. What, you're writing his name down, dude, so you don't forget his name.
Because I know nothing about this guy. So
okay. Hey, so so I know the guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you. What questions do you want to know for our new guy here?
Where are you from? Where are you born?
3 years. Fresno.
Hometown,
yeah.
Where'd you go to high school? Where'd you go to high school?
Sanger.
Sanger High.
Sanger, yeah. Just graduated.
Graduated what year?
2015. 2015.
Okay.
All right. 2015.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So did you ask him how old he was?
How old are you?
21.
21.
The best year, I'd say, out of the lifespan. I'd say.
Okay.
It's your. Listen, it's your last important birthday before 30, man. I hate to tell you.
And this guy knows. He said some big ones.
I don't know. 23. I heard 23 is a pretty good year too.
No, it doesn't mean anything.
No, 23. 23 is not cool.
You just plow right through that one.
Millennials like me call it the Jordan year.
This is, dude. We hired a millennial, dude. This is bad.
The Jordan year. Do you even know who Jordan was?
The Jordan year.
Michael B. Jordan, right?
Killmonger from Creed. Okay. Okay.
So what else? So you work with.
I've known him for how long? How long have you known you for?
I've known you a little bit before I started working. Like 3 years.
Okay. Yeah. Roughly. Yeah.
All right. Known Beach for maybe like 3 minutes, but
3 minutes.
Yes. So you literally just met right now.
Right. So do you? So you're going to school?
Yes, Fresno Pacific.
What's your major?
Kinesiology.
Physical
therapy stuff.
Hey,
simply.
Oh, this is where your
fasting
came up?
This right here, scientific approach for intermittent fasting. Mm-hmm. If you guys listened to last episode, Beto talked about one of his New Year's resolutions was intermittent fasting. How's that going so far?
Mixed results.
Hey, we're asking the questions here.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. This guy's trying to take over. I told this guy. Just relax.
I'm the guy now. So Beto, let me ask you a question.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you opened this book yet?
I read a few of your highlighted things in here. I haven't really got into it.
What do you think?
Yet. I don't know yet.
I'm just trying to help you out, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I still give me time, dude.
All right.
I still have that other book you gave me. I need to read.
Like how many months ago?
Like a long time ago, man. We'll figure it out. So Riley, hey, dude. Yeah. So what made you want to do this here, and give us a little bit of.
Honestly, man, I've been a listener probably since episode, I'd say 7 when you introduced it to me at work. Mm-hmm. Just been stoked, man.
Yeah.
I've never done anything like this before, so just kind of experimenting.
He's been one of our loyal, real ones.
Real ones,
yeah. I was there for the tournament of subs.
Cool.
Yeah.
Submitted a bracket.
He was the one that said there was buzzer beaters.
Yeah. So for example, Sunnyside Deli versus, I don't know, what was it? Charlie's maybe?
Yeah.
At the buzzer overtime. He said
Sunnyside was going to win at the buzzer, but I mean.
But what was that one a close call? Sunnyside Deli?
No, that was easy.
No, that was pretty
a blowout. Yeah. So your prediction wasn't. But yeah, man, we're good to have you here. He's gonna,
man.
It's going on in the face, man.
So Riley's gonna be our guy, man. He's gonna help us out with some stuff.
He's gonna look up stuff.
He's gonna look up stuff.
Fact checks.
Help us with setting up some of our.
He's gonna help us with a little
experiments
thing we have going on later.
Ooh.
So
am I gonna be the subject?
He has a lot of responsibility today.
Yeah.
First day on the job, and we threw him right in there, dude. So you're gonna sink or swim tonight, dude.
Riley, do you have a girlfriend?
No.
Okay.
So, there's any young singles out there? Early 20s?
Early 20s?
I maybe have an eye on somebody.
What's that
or not.
shirt you're wearing?
Funny that you bring that up. Whoa.
Okay.
Vibes?
Well, reminiscing. So vibes. Well, let me ask you another question, if you don't mind.
Sure.
How is you guys' New Year's resolutions going so far?
Well, like I told you, mine's a little mixed. I've turned the 18 off, 8 on to like 19, 20, or
where I'm going with this is that ask me what my resolution is.
Okay, what's your resolution, Riley?
Just to kind of get rid of all the bad, negative energy. You know how I can do that? How can I ask me how I can do that?
How can you do that?
Vibes. What kind of vibes? Good vibes.
Positive.
Good vibes.
So that's what
Positive
your New
vibes.
Year's resolution. How's that going so far?
So vibes.
You got yourself a new job,
Yeah.
new position so far, so it's going pretty good.
Yeah, so
right?
I'm experimenting. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
With
it's going so far.
experimenting.
So far, so good. Yeah. First time ever doing this type of stuff. Yeah.
You have a lot of energy, Riley. You have a lot of energy.
I've tried to.
Hey,
I've
we
been
enjoy that.
trying to calm
Vibes.
him down since he started positive
Vibes.
energy vibes. Yeah.
Vibes.
So
Yeah.
yeah, man. So yeah, we're excited to have you. You're going to be a part of this, and we're going to find ways to include you in, and just see where this goes, man. Anything else you want to say before we continue on?
I'm kind of excited for the test that's coming up later,
Yeah.
so I'll let you guys get to that.
Well, let us get to where we're going. We'll bring you back on in a little
We'll
bit.
hit
Thanks,
you
Riley.
back.
All right, sir.
Hey, thank you.
There you go.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
So
There'll be more questions to come, I'm sure.
yeah, that won't be the last you see of him. Yeah. So there we go. We got a guy, Beej.
We got a guy.
We're expanding. See, guys. So we're not just doing this to have fun, to get famous, to make money. We're doing this to help, to reach out, dude.
We really are doing this to have fun.
Yeah, but come on, man. You're messing up what I had going, man. Okay.
It was good.
It was good. So, what's the next? Let's get going. What we do? We got a lot of things to talk about.
We do have a lot to talk about today.
Well, you brought up Amazon Prime. Let's talk about that for a second.
All right.
So, our boy Jeff Bezos. So I'm gonna say our boy because he was your boy first.
No.
Yeah.
Was he
Yes, in the
Bezos?
very first episode, I said he was overrated, and you were defending the dude.
Oh, well, okay.
And
yeah.
then
Amazon.
I kind of turned.
You
Changed
pivoted.
my mind. I pivoted like we pivoted from SoundCloud to YouTube. I pivoted from underrated or overrated to properly rated. The
Okay.
dude's a man. The dude's a legend. But now, turns out he's a dirtbag who cheats on his wife.
Oh, dirtbag.
So I think I got to pivot
Jeff
back
Bezos.
again. So that dude's
is
done
this
some
gonna
stuff, man.
is this gonna hamper you from getting on the
Prime?
the Prime?
I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to think about it. I'm not sure.
All right.
We're gonna see. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. What I want to do with it, because so here's the big thing, dude. So we know he's the richest man in the world, right?
Which is man.
Hey,
of
here's the
world.
first thing. Let's have you look this up. Look up the richest people in the world, top 10.
Top 10?
Because I want to know now if he loses, how much money do we know? Let's see if we can figure out how much money he's going to lose.
Well, he's losing half, right?
Is it? I mean, I don't know the
That's
agreement
what
they had.
Well, yeah, I'm sure he's.
It's going to be half. Is it always half?
We want prenup.
Is it always half?
Well, it just depends.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, so let's. All I know is
It could be she doesn't get anything.
No,
I'm
she's
sure that's not
getting.
the case.
What I heard is if she gets even a third of his money,
Okay.
she's going to become the richest woman in the world
Okay.
instantly by getting a third of his money like that.
So
Crazy.
there's no way that they don't have a prenup.
But dude, when they
There
got
has to
married,
be.
he was like nobody.
I know, but
They didn't do anything.
as he made his billions,
You think they agreed to something?
They agreed to some kind of
Either
prenup.
way,
They
she's
had
getting
to,
taken care of, dude.
for sure. She's not ever gonna have to worry.
Mm-hmm. No. Yeah, she's taken care of. Okay, so
You know who's the loser in this whole situation? The kids, if they have kids.
Oh, absolutely. They're old enough where the kids are probably adults, though, so at least they're not like children.
Maybe.
Look up how old Bezos is for us, Riley.
I got the top 10.
How old is Bezos? Look that up for
54.
54.
Bezos is 54.
So, I mean, you know.
14 years older than I am.
Yeah, so, I mean,
Well, there we go.
so you
Guess what his net worth is.
what is it?
Take a guess.
It's like,
I don't even know, man.
160 billion.
I was going to say 100 billion.
160 billion. 160 billion?
Okay, let's say he loses half of that at 80 billion. Where is he on the list?
Number 4.
Okay, so he's dropping to 4.
Stupid.
So he's losing.
So dumb.
He's
dude.
losing
This
half of
dude
his
loses
money.
Half his money.
And he's gonna be number 4.
And he's gonna be number 4.
That's fantastic. Oh my gosh. And okay, and his wife. So that means he's gonna be tied with his wife. At number 4?
Automatically.
They're both 4.
They're both number 4 for the richest people, but that makes her the richest female.
Yes, absolutely. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, there's plenty of money to go around there. Okay, so here's my question and my concern here.
Okay.
And I was thinking about this the other day. So I don't know if you've heard. I'm just going to get a little political here, but there's been a lot of Democrats coming into power, or liberals. They want to raise taxes on the rich, right?
Right.
One of the things is they want these new clean energy programs, Medicare for all, and all these things. So there's talk of taxing the top, because it's a progressive tax rate. The more you make, the more they tax. Everything over 10 million, I've heard them they want to tax at 70%.
I heard that as well.
Okay, so here's the thing. If he gets taxed at 70%, let's say he pays alimony, that's another however many percent. And then plus all the other taxes he's going to pay. Like, his marginal tax rate is going to be 90-something percent. What incentive is he going to have to innovate, to create new businesses and to do things, of like 90-something percent of his money is just going to be gone? Is this going to hinder Bezos's just vision and just need for innovation, knowing that he's not going to make any more money, dude? Anything he makes from now on is just gone to taxes into his wife.
This is a problem. This is a problem with socialism. It works on paper, and what it is they're counting on Bezos continuing to be a moneymaker,
right? To
where he'll continue to make more money, be taxed more. That money will come around and be redistributed. And when it's redistributed, that money will, be shared, and then he'll continue to make more money will come through. So it's this cycle.
Yeah.
But it does the opposite. It doesn't. There's no incentive for him to make more money. In fact, there's no incentive for him to make any more than 10 million. 10 million.
I mean, he does that like nothing.
Right. He could probably make that in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So,
but I'm saying, I mean, he's losing half of his money, and then let's say he pays alimony after that. Everything he makes after that, he's going to lose. Plus, this crazy tax. There's no reason for him. All these ideas he has and crazy stuff he might do.
Right.
There's no reason for him to go with it.
That's why.
Plus the inherent risk that comes with taking on a new.
Right. Those socialistic views are really idea killers.
It's just, oh man, it was his birthday today.
Was it?
Today's Monday. What's the date?
14th.
I look at Riley for the date.
14th.
14th?
2019 already.
Dude, Riley, he's on it already.
On it.
Yes. Told us the date. And it's on my computer or in front of me. So it's his birthday today.
Bezos?
Happy birthday, dude. You're losing all your money, getting a divorce, and you're getting taxed. So you're Bezos, you're dropping down to Musk status, man.
That's not that far.
Now they're at least Musk isn't cheating on his wife.
He's not smoking weed on Joe Rogan yet.
He'll get there. I feel like he's getting there. Okay. So I wanted to tell you about this weird thing I saw on the internet today.
What's up?
So I was listening to this podcast and I just heard a bunch of weird stuff. They were talking about Bezos, and then one of the other weird stories they talked about. So they were saying that if you put a mouse in Mountain Dew for 25 days, it completely dissolves the mouse.
That's disgusting.
That's absolutely. Think about that, dude. Mountain Dew.
Okay.
So they put it in like this jar, right?
Yes.
And they close it, and it has like the little time lapse thing.
Right.
It gets so it's the Mountain Dew. It starts off yellow. Mm-hmm. By the end of it, it's red.
That's disgusting.
And
I wish you wouldn't tell me this.
So they open it, and you see like fur. They get like these tongs, and they pull out the fur, and they dump it out, and it's just fur and a tail.
That's disgusting.
And the red Mountain Dew. And that's it. It's so gross, dude. It's so gross.
I remember
Any thoughts?
I remember somebody did a science experiment on that in elementary school.
I feel like everybody's science project was like a tooth in something.
Tooth
in soda.
Tooth and soda, and it was like all eaten up by the end.
Yeah.
So does that
that's
mean
pretty gross.
Mousetraps aren't good anymore?
Mousetraps aren't good anymore? You just want to put like a cup of Mountain Dew?
Mountain Dew.
Whatever. I hate mice.
So Riley's saying, don't put a mousetrap out. Just put some Mountain Dew out. The mouse will fall in it and get stuck there for 25 days.
And die.
And then he's gone.
Yeah.
There's just no more mouse. Good thinking, Riley. That's why we have you here.
Way to go.
So that got me thinking, dude. Should we get to our...
I think so.
So we have a little something here, guys. We're going to do a little something with Riley. The reason why we're going to do this is we got to talking, and I thought that the mouse mixed with the Mountain Dew looked like Code Red.
Code Red.
It looked like Code Red Mountain Dew.
Do you think that's where the inventors of Code Red got their...
From this happened,
they saw it,
and they saw Red Mountain Dew. What is that?
Wow.
But I'll tell you what, guys. I have a way easier way to make Code Red Mountain Dew.
Instead of
getting Mountain Dew and throwing a mouse in it for 25 days, I got a much easier way. Riley, why don't you bring some stuff over here for us?
Instead of just buying Code Red, let's say you don't...
Hey, think Code Red's not everywhere, dude, by the way.
Okay.
You know that, right?
Right.
So if you're in a desperate need for some Code Red and you don't have any, but let's say you have some Mountain Dew.
Code Red?
Yeah.
So this Code Red here, Mountain Dew Code Red, I really didn't know they still made it, but...
Absolutely. It's great. This is exactly what the Mountain Dew looked like after the mouse is gone. Let's get the rest of that, dude. Let's get the rest of that. Just put it on the table here for us. So it got me thinking of the story at camp. So we were hanging out at camp, and at the last day of camp, we always party it up, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's party day at camp, the last night, right?
The last night.
So we just had snacks galore, drinks galore, and then we're going to town, right? And kids are like, let's start mixing drinks and stuff like that, right? And just everyone's like, what do they call them when you mix like one of every soda?
It's like a...
Riley, what's it called? You kids know.
It's like that thing that they do at 7-Eleven.
Yeah, what's it called?
It's suicide. Suicide.
Riley, what are you here for, man? You're the young guy. You should know this.
Yeah.
So, the kid, we started mixing stuff, and I'm pretty sure it was me that did. I was like, I could go for some Code Red right now, but there's no Code Red. So we had a fruit punch Gatorade and a regular Mountain Dew, and I decided to mix it together, and it tasted just like Code Red.
I don't think you're serious. I don't
think
you're right. I don't think you're right.
So then you came back at me and said another mixture of certain drinks you could do
is Coke and 7-Up, and that makes ginger ale.
Ginger ale.
We've got a little ginger ale to taste it against.
Yep.
And the stuff to make it.
And we got Code Red to taste against my thing. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna make our thing.
Our concoction.
We're gonna let Riley taste it.
Okay.
And he's gonna tell us if it actually tastes like what we say it does.
All right.
So let's do this.
All right.
So let's mix and talk about it a little bit. So you got this. Where did you get this idea from?
So I got this idea. So we were up.
You can mix it up while we're going.
We were up at Shaver Lake. My uncle was up there. My uncle used to work for Lockheed Martin.
What's that?
He dealt with satellites and space and stuff.
He worked for NASA.
Yeah.
NASA, right?
So he was telling us that if you mix a little bit of Coke and some 7-Up and you're in a pinch, then you can make ginger ale.
Okay.
I was like, all right. So he did it, and we tasted it, and it's amazing.
So you got your mixture from a NASA scientist.
Yes.
I got mine from a bunch of 7th, 8th graders that were hocked up on sugar on the last day of camp. So we'll see how this goes. That's pretty close, man. Hold on. You gotta get the right and you poured a lot in there, man. You know what hurts? It's kind of like a flat Mountain Dew because you lose the carbonation by putting the Gatorade in there. So Riley, when you're testing this, you need to keep that in mind, okay? It's going to be a little less carbonated because you're throwing in a not carbonated drink in the fruit punch. I think that's about right. How are you?
I think I need another cup. Well, we need another cup to taste against the...
Riley could just drink out of the... Come on.
Well, to taste... Because I need to taste this to make sure I'm close.
Drink out of it.
I'm not going to drink out of it.
God damn. We got a guy, so why not? Yeah. Right. I'm drinking out of it.
You got me, so if you're going to ask for another cup, I'm going to get you
another
cup.
There you go. Another cup.
All right, give me another cup. Another cup. All right.
This is amazing television right now.
It is, dude. See, this is the thing. We're video now, so that's what we're doing. Good thing I bought these cups, dude. Can you pour a little bit of that Code Red in there for me, dude? Yeah, thanks. I'm trying to see if this is...
I'm off on the color, but my taste is right on.
Okay. Let's see. My color's pretty close, I feel like.
You feel like your color's pretty close?
It's just the carbonation, dude. I think the taste is there. The carbonation is just a little low. All right. So, Riley? So, what are you going to taste first? Well, the Code Red's closer, so do the Code Red.
Prediction.
Okay, so what are your initial thoughts to this?
Well, when you said based off of how you got the idea, how you got your idea from junior hires,
Mm-hmm.
and how Beej got his idea from.
A scientist.
Exactly.
Okay.
I might have to roll with Beej on this one. And you know for a fact, when I listen to these podcasts, I rarely roll with Beej.
Okay. So now you know where he's coming
I already
from.
don't like the
You
guy.
already don't, yeah, okay.
I don't like the guy.
You're just getting to meet the guy, didn't you? Already telling you don't like the guy. So,
So-
okay, so I'm the underdog here.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so
we're
go to
checking
work,
out?
dude. Go to work. Start
So-
tasting. So you're tasting the.
So this one's the actual code
That's
red.
the actual code red
Okay.
first. All
I
right.
think that was a mistake for you right there.
You can go back and forth. Tastes like code red, right? Okay. It's pressure, man. I'm nervous. I'm so nervous right now.
Wow.
Initial thoughts. Oh, the face says it all.
Wow.
Wow. That was really close.
Okay. What is it kind of like what I told you though? The carbonation is not
The
quite there.
carbonation was actually surprising. The carbonation is actually there.
Is it? Okay. Okay. I felt like it was a little off, but
That was actually surprisingly pretty close.
but that okay. Now try the
Yeah. So this is the ginger ale.
That's
Yes.
that's the actual
That's
ginger ale.
actual ginger ale.
Mhm, Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I know how
There
that
you go.
tastes.
Tastes like ginger ale.
Like ginger ale.
This is where we really figure it out now.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Oh
I'm
wow.
gonna take one more.
You take as many drinks as you
As
need,
you
man.
need,
Let's
yeah.
figure this out.
Let's figure it out.
This is just
Wow.
intense, man. Like, you know. So what do you think? Do you need time to think it
Do you
over?
remember
Or?
how I told you in the tournament subs, a couple games went down to overtime, buzzer beaters?
Okay.
This is gonna be another one of those.
That's
dude.
another one of those?
Yeah.
Is it going to overtime right now?
Triple overtime.
Okay.
Okay, so
It's super close.
there's some times where you're really gonna need a ginger ale, like if you're feeling sick to your stomach or something, and you don't have it, but you've somehow got 7-Up and Coke.
Uh-huh.
You can make that. It's not something
If
that
you're
you
not
really
feeling
need.
good.
Yeah, it's
This
not not something you need.
So, as for what it is, if you're like in desperate need, like you said, with some ginger ale or some Code Red,
Right.
These are very good, viable options, right?
I'd
You would say so? Okay.
Right.
Okay. That's what we were going for. So,
It's like a Walmart brand of the actual brand.
okay, it's like the Shasta or like the
The Kirk
Sunny Select or C. Okay, or the Sunny
Right.
isn't Sunny Select.
Sunny
or-
Select
yeah,
is a
okay.
Walmart brand,
That's
yeah.
very well. Okay, maybe yeah.
But,
There we go.
It's an expensive way to do it, but
I mean, if you need it,
if you need it, and I needed it,
there
that
it
night.
is.
All right, sorry, we need a decision from you, man. And if you say I see both sides, I'm gonna lose it.
Well, so like I said, they're super close, so I might see both sides, but I do have a winner.
Okay.
I do
Alright.
have a winner. It's the ginger ale.
Oh,
It's the ginger ale.
no.
Hey, did you try it?
No.
Did you give it a shot? Give it a
Give it
try.
a shot.
Okay. Where's the real
This one
one?
right here, yeah. So of course you're biased, but be honest, that's identical.
Okay, it's close. Yeah. I'm still. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty
Beej,
good.
Did you want to try the?
That's pretty
Code
good.
Red?
I would like to try the
Okay.
Code Red there. I don't need to try the original.
Okay.
Try give him give him the other one.
The carbonation is definitely there.
Wow,
It's good, right?
it's surprising.
Like, okay, so
Yeah.
I think what we can all agree on is that this is a successful way to do both in a pinch. This is the way to go.
Do you think that these were created by people like this? They just had a bunch of cans out there or bottles, and they were like, "Oh, I wonder what goes with what."
But does that
Maybe.
mean some of your junior hires might be future NASA scientists?
Maybe they're at that level, dude.
Yeah.
I can't wait to sell some of my junior hires that they remember this, that we did actual scientific taste tests.
Shout
Scientific
out
taste
Sunrise
test.
using hires.
There you go.
All right, Sunrise
Yeah.
Junior Hires geniuses. So,
Oh, thanks.
all right, thank you, Riley.
Thanks, Riley.
So we appreciate that. So, okay. I mean, I'm a little disappointed in the final outcome, but I think I'm kind of feeling good about the fact that I kind of took it down to the end there. You know,
I'll tell you, I was really impressed.
there's nothing wrong with the 2 seed losing to the 1 seed. You know,
Hey, that's my favorite Gatorade, by the way.
Fruit punch. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
Mixing it with a little Mountain Dew,
Right,
I think only enhances it.
right, yeah, right.
It gives you a little caffeine.
Mm-hmm.
Gives you a little
Your electrolytes.
Electrolytes.
Right.
What's
And
wrong with that?
Absolutely nothing wrong with that. So we're good to go, man. I think that was a successful first little experiment, Riley. Thank you
nice.
very much for. We needed that.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna write this down real quick. Brett wins.
Hey, put that on the list. Brett 1, Beto 0. We'll keep it rolling tally
Tally.
as this we continue to go
All
on
right,
here in our
so,
debates.
there we go.
So what are we talking about now,
Listen,
Beej?
we skipped over my story.
You have a story?
Yes, we're going to talk about the story in Salinas. It went national.
Okay.
And
Salinas?
Salinas.
Oh, I didn't know it was in Salinas.
Okay.
Okay.
Salinas, about 2 hours this way, this direction. This direction.
That way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right there. So 2 hours, Salinas. This guy was, you're familiar with these Ring doorbells, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a doorbell. It's got a little camera in it.
Yeah, dude, all my podcasts they are sponsored by Ring
Sponsored
Doorbell.
by, how can we get sponsored? Ring.
If you enter promo code moderately entertaining, it'll get you 25% off Ring Doorbell systems.
Oh, that
Just
might be
kidding.
down. I don't know.
Yeah, if it's not working, I'll get a hold of Ring and we'll figure that out.
So the Ring doorbells.
Yeah,
there's been a lot of like porch pirates and that kind of thing on there,
like the Amazon stuff.
Right. So if you have an Amazon package or whatever, then
right.
They'll steal it and then.
And you're screwed.
Yeah, you're screwed.
And then you lost your Christmas gift.
Right. Christmas down the tubes.
Right.
So this guy
Bezos needs to do something about that.
2 a.m, from like 2 to 5. It was
that time?
Yeah, it was late. Okay. He was standing at these people's door,
mm-hmm.
and he was licking their Ring doorbell.
Okay.
For 3 hours straight.
He stood there for 3 hours.
He stood there for 3 hours licking the doorbell.
So I've seen pictures of it, but I haven't actually watched any video.
You gotta watch it.
Of it going on.
Yeah,
so.
it's ridiculous.
So he's just.
Pull up the video?
Yeah, you can pull it up and watch
it up.
I mean, we can't really show it.
Yeah,
but I think. Have you seen it?
No.
You look it up. Yeah,
look it up.
Go see what
Check
you
it out.
yeah.
It'll blow your mind.
That's what I'm here for.
So like he kind of just stood there for 3 hours.
3 hours.
Continuous
he was like
looking.
leaning against the wall, and like licking.
I saw they were comparing it to Happy Gilmore when he was like singing into the. Do you remember Adam Sandler when he's pressing up against the thing and singing into it?
Yes.
Yeah, they're comparing it to that. Was it somewhat like that?
Very much like that.
Okay. So did they catch this guy? Is he?
No, he just kind of got
First
away.
of all, is that a crime? Licking someone's doorbell, is that a crime?
For
Riley,
3
look that
hours?
up for us.
Well, I found the video.
Google is licking a doorbell for 3 hours a crime. So is it a crime? Like, did they find the guy?
I don't think so. He got away.
So do we know a name?
We have a name there, Riley?
Let's find out.
So I mean,
Riley's gonna keep
either way,
for
that's
this.
creepy, man. Like,
If you find that, go ahead and just chime back in with it.
so they were in the house during the whole time.
I think so, yeah.
But did it ring? So they saw him out there.
They
and
might have been asleep.
They didn't go to the door.
Would you go to the door if somebody's licking your doorbell? No, man.
I might like
You
kick
call the cops.
Oh, maybe. No, I don't know. It depends. If I think I could beat him up, I'll open the door. I don't know. So that's why I don't want no one to know where I live.
Well, now I know where you live. Riley knows where you
Riley,
live.
of anybody that we know, that we both know, mutual friends, finds out where I live, you're going down.
Ooh.
Riley, you are fired.
He's going to post it on social media.
Riley, you are fired of anyone else, of any mutual friends of ours.
We're going to
finds out where I live.
dock your pay.
You're losing a percentage of the shares, dude.
So today happens to be day number 24 of the government shutdown.
Ooh,
the Trump
down.
Trump down. So
Hey, that's the record down, right?
Oh, it's a record by 3 days.
So we're there now. So this is the longest shutdown.
It's the longest shutdown in the United States.
I'll tell you what, dude. Trump gets things done.
Well, right now he's not.
The longest shutdown ever. That's an accomplishment.
Go big or go
he
home.
breaks records way longer than Obama's shut down. Okay. Have you seen the little meme?
No, I haven't.
It's all. It's 2019. That's a much higher year than anyone ever. That's a much higher year than when Obama was president. It's taking credit for it being the highest year.
It's tremendous.
Yeah, that's great, man. So
day 24. So government shutdown. There are some things that are happening and are not happening.
What's not happening that's so important?
So there's a couple of things.
Okay.
The FDA is not checking some critical foods that need to be checked.
Okay.
If you recall, just a few months ago, there was a E. coli outbreak on some romaine lettuce.
Yeah, that made me really mad because I went to Chipotle and didn't get any lettuce.
Right. So,
okay. But I went to Jack in the Box later and they did give me lettuce.
They did give you.
So
the romaine must have been for
Jack in
else.
the Box.
Or old. It was old romaine.
Okay. Yeah.
So right now, the FDA is not testing any of that stuff.
Okay.
So
we just get like dirty food?
It's a possibility.
Oh.
The FAA doesn't have enough people to for TSA checks. Mm-hmm. So there are 2 airports right now that have shut down terminals. One is Miami.
Okay.
The other is Houston. Mm-hmm. So they've shut down one terminal out of multiple.
Okay.
Just because they don't have enough people to to handle that. Another thing is they're not manning Yosemite National Park.
Right.
We had a correspondent there.
We got a man on the ground.
Man on the ground.
Should we go to him?
We should. Well, if we had the ability, we would have. Diddy himself was over.
People who listen know who Diddy is.
You would know who Diddy is.
Riley knows who
Diddy is. So if you, he was in Yosemite over the holiday weekend.
Okay, and what did he have to say? What did he bring back to us?
So I asked him. I said, "Look, the news is saying that there's trash everywhere. It's building up, piling up, and there's poop all over the. People are just pooping and leaving it on the trailways.
People are just pooping it everywhere.
Pooping on the rail. That's what the Fresno Bee said.
Okay.
Fresno Bee. So
what's up,
they said that there's
really what's up?
Poop everywhere and trash and all that. Mm-hmm. So in my understanding, people that usually go to the national parks are conservatives. They
don't usually poop everywhere.
Well, not necessarily conservatives. There are a lot of liberals, but they're conservative in the way they take care of the land.
Oh, okay,
and they maintain the land. Yeah, they conservationist.
Okay,
I got my C words mixed up there. Conservationist. They're usually conservationist, and they take care of the land, and they want to leave it cleaner than they found it.
Okay.
So Diddy was saying it's a real misconception up there. It's really clean, and people are taking care of things. They're burying their poop.
Okay.
They're hauling their trash out.
Do you think there's like those conservationists?
Yes.
That are going around and cleaning?
I think that's
everyone taking care of themselves.
I really think that's a possibility. There's groups that are up there cleaning and taking care of things.
But I feel like that's what America's about, dude. See what happens when we get rid of government and we allow the people to just kind of take care of themselves? We help each other out.
You know, you mentioned something.
If you're walking around on a trail and the guy in front of you pooped everywhere and left a mess, let's clean up for each other, guys.
Pooper scooper.
We don't need the government to do it.
That's
we could clean up each other's poop.
That's one thing that you talked about.
Uh-huh.
You said, look, the government's been shut down for 24 days.
Yeah.
What am I missing?
I think it's telling us like how.
Do we really need it?
We need some government, but I think this is, if anything, it's not being like, oh, the government shut down. That this is a desperate need that we need the government so much. It's more like we've had a partial government shutdown for 24 days and the world's still turning, man.
Right.
Like,
things are still getting done.
The sun still rises.
Are people still buying eyeglasses?
Dude, we're busier than Riley. Are we still busy?
Yeah, very.
Very busy, man.
Listen, I'm still digging holes, So
yeah, man. I think this is just showing us. I think Trump's winning it, dude. Is he winning the Trump down?
Well, that was a.
B's going to his phone again.
Going back to the phone.
While he's doing that, me and Riley are gonna discuss.
I have actually a fact check.
Okay,
so,
fact check.
You know how last week Clemson football won the national championship, right?
Clemson football.
Okay.
Well, today they had their White House visit.
Oh.
And in lieu of the shutdown, President Trump actually served the football team McDonald's.
Shut up. Dude, that's fantastic. If you guys didn't hear that, Clemson just won the national championship, and Riley has informed us that the team visited the White House and Trump served them McDonald's. Why did he serve them McDonald's? Is the chef, like, not working right now?
Probably just not getting paid.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, man. That's interesting. Trump's winning, man.
Trump is winning.
Trump's winning.
So
he said that he said we're going to get tired of winning. That he's going to get tired of winning. And I think he's winning.
He's winning.
He's doing it.
Today the Democrats posted Dems posted a resolution, and he knocked it down, holding out for the wall.
Uh-huh. Just walked out, huh?
I guess.
Wasn't there something like that he came in and he like gave everyone candy? There was like a meeting like shortly after he gave his little speech, and they said that he walked in, gave everybody candy, and then Pelosi's like, "We have no deal." He's like, "All right," and he just walked out.
All right.
Like no negotiations, just dude's hardcore, man. So this Trump down, it's basically over the wall, right?
The wall.
It 100% comes down to do we build a wall or not, right?
Right.
What do you think about it? Let's just talk about that for a second, at least.
I don't know if you saw it. This week they found a a tunnel in Arizona.
Okay.
And the Arizona tunnel was underneath the wall, or where the wall would have been.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't feel like the wall is going to solve any problems.
Okay.
As far as drug smuggling, human trafficking, or immigration reform. I don't think the wall is any form of immigration reform. So what I would like to see is that $5 billion go towards something like wholesale immigration reform.
What does that mean?
Well, I like to see it easier to get in.
I thought we want to make it harder for them to get in.
I want to say easier for people who are vetted to get in.
But that's not who we're talking about.
Well,
I mean, we're trying to solve the problem of illegal immigration, not legal immigration.
Right.
What can we do? What can we do to?
But that's just it.
To hinder illegal immigration.
Right. So don't you think if we make the process easier to understand, don't you think that people will apply and want to do this the right way, rather than have it take decades?
In a perfect world, but like you're not. This isn't a perfect world. There's people coming in illegally that still won't try if they can get in.
Not if
you give them the easy option or an easier option to do it, they're still going to take the easy option just to walk on over. The ones that are trying that.
Maybe.
I really don't. I think that's an idealistic, like perfect world kind of scenario.
But if it's taking decades and tens of thousands of dollars and lawyers and I don't think that that's viable.
Okay.
And a worker program, much like the Bracero program that Reagan had, where you could come over here, you could work seasonally, and you could go back, and you could cross freely if you had a Bracero card.
I'm for that.
And
absolutely, yeah.
I would love to see something like that.
I'm all about that. Yeah, if you want to come over and work, absolutely. But that's not what we're talking about. The whole thing is stopping illegal immigration, not making more illegal immigration. My thing is with the wall, I think it will do some good. I'm not saying we build a wall and all of a sudden our illegal immigration problems are gone. Right. I'm not saying that whatsoever. I think it's going to be a part of that and other things. And like I said, do I think a $5 billion wall is that great of an idea? Like if you said, Beto, choose yes or no right now, I'd probably say no. But in the scenario we're in, and the fact that Trump got elected as that being one of his top 2 or 3 things that he ran on, he got elected, he won. I think he deserves somewhat the right to push for this. And I think in the scenario we're at, because of that, when you think of Trump and his campaign, you think of MAGA, you think of build that wall.
Build that wall.
Build that wall. They were chanting it all over the place. So in this scenario, like we talked about a little bit, I don't think $5 billion is that much in the grand scheme of things. Let's build a wall. Let's get the government going. Trump gets a win. And I think it's just super political, and that's the only reason why. I don't think the Democrats really care at all about immigration or immigration reform or anything. They don't want Trump to get a win, and that's why they're doing it. Not because they think the wall is immoral or not going to help at all. So I say at this point, just do it. If you had asked me a couple of years ago, do you want a wall or steel fences surrounding the border? Probably not. But at this point in the scenario we're at, I say let's just do it.
I see that logic.
Yeah.
I don't agree with it, but we'll see.
And one of the things they were talking about is if you build these fences or walls in certain areas where they have border patrol securing, that frees up more resources and manpower to go to like ports of entry and places where people are crossing, so they can actually have more manpower there and maybe help, like you said, make it easier to legally get people through. So, I mean, I think it does have some benefits. Like, so I think saying it has no benefits at all. And I think what some people are trying to say is like it's an immoral thing to put a fence around our country.
No, I don't agree with that.
Yeah, I know, yeah, but that's a case people are making. Like, oh, we need to be inclusive and open, and like it's sending the wrong message, you know. But I mean, yeah, it's sending the message that we have borders and come here legally, and I'm okay with that.
Okay, one quick question for you about this.
Okay,
how do you think this is going to end? We're talking the shutdown.
Do you like how?
Yeah.
So there were all the talks about him making it, declaring it an emergency, and using like military funds to do it. Then it's going to get caught up in court, and then it's just going to get kind of pushed away. And Trump's going to look like, "Hey guys, I fought for it, and they stopped it." And then the Democrats are going to say, "Hey, we stopped it, so we win." And then it's just not going to happen. So I think something close to that
So kind of like a standoff.
There's going to be something that's going to happen where it's going to get caught up in some policy or something where Trump tried to push it through, it didn't, and then everything gets back to normal. And I say that the wall won't happen. I would like it, like, if this shutdown goes on as long as possible, I'm okay with it, though. I hope he stands firm and just sticks with it. What do you think?
I think that it's going to be a stalemate for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I think that somehow he'll get some funding, whether he declares it a state of emergency or not.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think if he does that, it's not going to happen though. If he declares state of emergency.
Well, we talked about that, how it possibly could get locked up in Supreme Court battle. I think that he will gain funding for it somehow, and the wall will get started. But it's going to be a lot like the high-speed rail here, where it just ends up not ever getting.
There's going to be like half walls.
Right, half walls everywhere.
Anyway, is it like half wall, like it's only halfway high,
or
just half of it and then it stops?
I'd rather it be full length than halfway.
Halfway,
Yeah.
not like half length all the way. So instead of like a 10-foot wall all the way around, it's like a 5-foot wall that they could jump over real easy. Hey, dude, did you see today?
No.
Okay, so there's this Laura Loomer, I believe her name is.
Look that up.
Look it up. Okay, so I saw this on Twitter today, and I didn't see how it ended. So basically, what it is this crazy like right wing. I don't know what she is. She pulls like stunts and does activist. She's an activist, and I guess they said her and a bunch of illegals jumped over Nancy Pelosi's fence, ran into her yard, put up like some kind of canopy, and like held up signs that said like we're illegal and we're here, let us in. Like,
immorality.
Yeah. So her thing was like, we're gonna jump Pelosi's fence and try and go into her property.
That's just what I'm talking about, though.
But
Pelosi's not going to let her in, right?
No, but she jumped the fence. They were in her yard. They were actually in her yard. Did she get arrested? I don't know if she did.
She had to get arrested.
But they were in there for, when I checked, it was like 30-something minutes in, and there were pictures of her just like running around in the yard with a bunch of Mexicans.
She was not arrested.
She wasn't.
Not arrested.
Not
She
arrested.
was just given a warning.
She got a warning.
Wow.
So I thought it was
I bet Pelosi
super
let her
hilarious. Pelosi, yeah. So Pelosi has a sense of humor. Good for her. Not like most liberals. But I thought that was super funny. And then another funny thing I saw, Jim Acosta, the CNN guy.
Yep.
He was reporting along the border, and we have these steel barrier fences.
Mm-hmm.
And he's walking by the fence, right? He's like, this is the fence, look at this. And he's like, I don't see a state of emergency here, guys. Like, we're here, and it's quite peaceful, and there's some businesses running here, and there's the fence here, and I don't see what the problem is, guys. Why are we doing this? And then, like, he's trying to make this whole point about, like, how everything's fine here because there's a fence,
There's
dummy.
a wall.
Yeah, there's a wall there.
Right.
So his whole thing was like, oh, there's nothing going on at the border. Well, maybe because you're at a place at the border that has a wall. Go to a place at the border where there's not, and maybe it might look different. I don't know. It was just super funny. Like, he kind of had that, like, hey, look at this point I'm making. But then everyone instantly trolled him online and stuff.
There you go.
It was super funny. That guy is a joke. But
So there's one other thing that I wanted to bring up today.
okay.
So RBG.
The notorious
RBG.
Mm-hmm.
She's been sick, man.
She's not doing good.
Not doing well.
She had some kind of cancer, right?
Yeah.
But
And so-
successful surgery, right?
Successful surgery.
Okay.
And she's recovering. And
But
she seems to be recovering at the proper speed.
Uh-huh.
However, if something were to happen to her, do you know what this means, Pito?
What does this mean, dude? It means
she would get that Trump would get a third Supreme Court nomination in his first term.
that would be crazy.
I think this
Unprecedented.
is unprecedented.
That's 30%.
It's 30%.
30%.
Unprecedented.
Unprecedented 33.
33.
Yeah, our guy over here is not good with his math right now.
33%. So if Trump gets this, which right now it doesn't look like he will,
Mm-hmm.
but if he did, we're talking about overturning cases. We're talking about overturning decisions.
So, RBG is probably the most leftist person on the Supreme Court, right?
If you don't follow Ruth Bader Ginsburg, she's the old lady.
If you were to take the most progressive liberal judge and replace that person with a conservative judge,
it doesn't even it doesn't even need to be a constitutional conservative. They could even be a moderate, and that would still
it would turn it crazy because everyone thought that Kavanaugh was going to be this huge turn. He's still kind of conservatives don't. I mean, he's cool and all, but
he hasn't even come to his own yet. Yeah, really, I mean,
so he's going to be somewhat conservative, but he's not like this super turning the tables for us like we thought he would. But if she were to go down, and we were going to replace her, that would, dude, and
decades.
So here's the thing. I think if that happens, so Trump has until 2020.
Yep.
So he has a full year, almost 2. It's almost 2 years still, dude. Because November of 2020.
Right.
She has to hold on for a while, man.
Yep.
I mean, again, I'm not going to wish her any harm or anything like that. I hope she does, but if she doesn't, and she has to step down for any reason, for health reasons, dude, it's going to get crazy. And I think the leftists or the liberals, the Democrats are going to go absolutely insane.
You think they will march on everything?
They will do everything in their power to stop this. You think Black Lives Matter, Me Too marches, women's marches, and all this stuff was a big deal after Trump got elected? You haven't seen nothing yet, dude. This is going to be unprecedented. This is going to be at a level we've never seen in our lifetime, dude.
That big, huh?
Dude. Do you think not?
Well,
it's going to be insane. Every freaking lefty in the world is going to go out and just walk around and march around all day.
Yeah.
Holding signs and yelling. The politicians are going to do it. They're going to break the fences at the White House and storm the White House, man.
No, they're not going to.
Dude, it's going to get crazy.
Don't get crazy out here.
It's going to get like Mad Max Fury Road in this junk, dude. It's going to be insane, and I am going to be. It's going to be the Purge, and I hope I'm here for the whole thing.
All right.
I'm pulling for this. I want to see it.
All right.
Send me out, get some aerial footage.
Yeah, we'll send Riley out on location.
On location.
Him and Diddy, our correspondents. If you're willing to do that, you'll get hazard pay because it's going to be dangerous. And yeah, we'll have you out there, dude.
Hazard pay.
He's writing it down. I like Bij's notes, dude. I want to go through these later. You got some good. I think you got some good stuff on there.
One thing that we didn't cover.
Oh, okay. I like that you're keeping track of all this.
A little outro, real quick.
Okay.
So, if you're watching this, giving you a little quick preview, we previously tried to record this episode, but somebody made a mistake, and we didn't get it recorded.
That's why we got a guy.
So we got a guy now, and he's in charge of that stuff.
He had 4 or 5 major tasks today, and I think
he's come through pretty well.
We'll have to go watch.
One more to go.
We'll go have to watch the footage and review the the film and see how you did.
So what we talked about was Yosemite. So if nobody's picking up the human poop, who's picking up the bear poop?
Oh, this is what we did talk about. Okay, so I tried to do a little research here, guys.
Okay.
So my thing was, poop is natural. Who cares if there's poop all over the ground?
Everybody poops.
Everybody poops, and who else poops? Bears poop.
Bears poop.
Bears are all over Yosemite. They poop on the ground.
Right.
Why can't a human just poop on the ground? So my goal was to go and see if there is more human poop in Yosemite right now versus bear poop in Yosemite. So I ran some numbers here, guys. So check this out.
Okay.
Should have had me do it.
No, okay, but this is where I ran into trouble. I don't know the frequency at which bears poop.
What if they poop once a day?
If they poop once a day,
they're regular.
I think the bears got it. I think the bears got it, but I don't know how animals pooping habits.
I'm sure they.
What if animals poop once a week?
No, they don't poop once a week.
I don't know.
If you were a bear, would you poop once a week?
They poop a lot, dude. I looked up the statistics of the average bear poop. It's a lot. I looked it up, but I'm just saying.
Okay.
I looked up the average.
Yes.
Visitor.
Right.
I did the math too. Okay. So there's 4 million visitors that visit Yosemite. Yosemite a year.
Okay.
But 75% of that is during peak seasons. So I took the 25% of that is 1 million in the 3 months, and we're in off season right now. So that 1 million, I broke it down to the days, and I broke it down to everything that the average. I'm not going to give you all the numbers,
all right,
but I broke that down to how many visitors visit Yosemite during the off season per day.
All right.
There's 300 to 500 bears. I did the math to how many. So I just did 400. Split the difference.
400 bears.
And if a bear poops at least once a day of those 400 bears, based on the average size that I got from online, there will be more bear poop than human poop.
Dude, how can you even take a step in Yosemite Valley?
But that's assuming...
It's such a beautiful place.
That's assuming the bear poops once a day.
Okay.
But I can't make that assumption because I haven't done the science and I haven't found the research on it.
How often? Frequency that bears poop.
If anyone knows, and maybe Riley can figure this out for us next week, or if he figures out in the next few minutes, but if bears poop once a day, there's more bear poop. So the humans pooping all over Yosemite for a little bit, the bears do it already. There you go. Put a lot of work into this.
How often do bears poop?
Here's what I found on the web for how often do bears poop.
No. I tried that, dude. You think I couldn't do a simple? You think I couldn't do a simple Google search, dude?
They also
asking Siri. I know, but
yeah, that's why he said peak
that's why
season.
I see it. If they're out there doing it now, so we'll see.
All right, so that's a little homework for us then. How much do bears poop? The frequency of bears pooping.
If they poop once a day, they got the humans right now.
Right.
So, but like you said, all the conservationists are out there picking it up anyway.
Right. They are.
But it's unnecessary.
Because it's natural.
It's natural. Everybody poops.
It's fertilizer.
Isn't that like a book?
Right.
Everybody that they give to parents?
Yeah.
So.
We never had that book in the house.
Did you?
No.
Did you? Oh, man. Everybody poops, Riley.
Everybody
Your parent
poops.
one day.
Yeah.
You should know that. So, we did it. That's another episode.
Got a guy.
We got a guy. Thanks, Riley.
Little hands up. 35 episodes to
35 episodes to get a guy, but we got a guy. We're expanding, guys. We're doing this thing. We're growing. I just want to say thank you to whoever might be listening, watching, who's listened, watching the past. Who knows? You may be working for us one day like this guy right here.
This guy.
So you got that going. And, so Google YouTube. Go to YouTube. Look for Moderately
Entertaining podcast. If you don't add the podcast, you'll find some stupid kid.
He's got like anime pictures and stuff, and like he has like 2 videos from like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Don't podcast. Don't follow that kid.
Moderately Entertaining podcast.
Follow us, subscribe, click the bell, leave a comment. Like Social Currency, tell somebody, check it out. We're doing things. Tell them, hey, I got a secret for you. And it's the best kept secret on YouTube. That's what we are. Let's go from being the best kept secret on YouTube to just something awesome on YouTube because everyone knows about it. No one calls Joe Rogan the best kept secret because everyone freaking knows who he is.
Right.
So let's tell a friend. Let's be that. And thanks for listening, guys. I think that was Riley. We're gonna review the film as how you did.
Yeah.
But thanks for listening.
Swallowed nightly, tread swiftly and lightly, break off the last ground and see what you do.